Oh, thank you. You finally finished your story. Sure. I was listening the whole time. So now we're given this item. It's a star. We might need it. So let's take the star stone that we got from a ghost. Spirit, I don't care. Now let's go back here and use it on that little thing. And watch something fun happen. I always love watching stairs form in such odd ways. And that just looked really cool. So that staircase just appeared to get us to the top. Tried to get first strike and I failed. There's a lot of enemies here. Let's use Cooper. And a shooting star. Now let's use the fire shell and kill all of them. I'll do 8 damage because of the bonus effect of ice. Good amount of star points. In as quick a time as possible. Ooh, a badge. The Mega Jump badge, which is obviously just... It's just like the Mega Strike, or whatever badge. We have a save point, which is good. Now if they jump down here, which we could have done later, but whatever. We found a star piece. So let's jump all the way back up. Okay, we're back here. Now let's get to the top right here and go through this cavern of sorts. Heal up. And some sort of mirror reflection with the ice here, which is pretty cool. I like how it has rails on the side. So yeah, this is the door to the Crystal Palace. Way to ruin the atmosphere, Goombario. Seriously. So anyway, the Crystal Palace is a very sacred place, apparently. You can kind of tell by the music, which is also fantastic. So far, all we've seen is mirrors and rooms and locked doors and such. And a red X! Can't seem to do anything with that, unfortunately. Okay, we found a bat. This is different from the previous bat enemy we found. This is a swoopula instead. HP 8, Tech 2, Defense 0. Now you might think Bombette's a pretty weird choice, considering usually most of our attacks are based on attacking enemies on the ground. Well, first of all, let's see the vault room. Now eating the vault room means we're electrified and nothing can really hurt us. And these enemies don't do traditional tackle attacks or whatever, so they actually don't even get any damage on us. They just hurt themselves. And thankfully, we got the Mega Bomb. Told you I was waiting to use this attack. Attacks even air enemies. Makes them all explode. So that's fun. So we've got even more of these annoying bats. How about we just run away from them at this point? Yeah, screw these bats. Let's go to the next room and find this treasure chest. And inside it is a blue key. Now let's get out of here. Now you might be slightly confused considering how that's a red door and the blue key doesn't really work on it. Well, if you do the jump on this switch, it'll raise all the platforms on this side and take you to a blue door, which you can enter. But first I wanted to double check. Okay, so that room was exactly the same. Just wanted to make sure. Why did I press that? Okay, let's open this blue door now. I really like the reflection, by the way. Okay, now let's switch out for Bombette. Blow up the wall and... Okay, we can get through now. Something seems not right here. Well, the thing is... Pay close attention to the glass when it shines. One of them didn't. We can actually get behind here and find that there's actually stuff here. There wasn't actually a reflection. At least not on this part. How do we get through the other side? Because what does that mean? Of course, it means Duplighosts were tricking us the whole time. It was never a mirror. Even though parts of this did in fact perfectly reflect things. I'll give them this, they're really good into imitations in that case. Let's just use a big attack like that, and then slap them to death. I like that idea. Sometimes they'll just do a tackle attack instead of transforming. jump on them, and smack them. This one transformed into bow. I don't want to deal with that. So how about we slap the fake bow? Stop hitting yourself. Yes, now go away. So now that we're behind this fake mirror, we can explore some new rooms. Or we can even go backwards. Because if this place is a real place, not just a reflection, that means there's something there and it's a star piece. I don't think this was ever a reflection though, even a fake one. Or at least that part wasn't. Yeah, the game switches things up a lot with the sort of reflection. That's the big theme of this dungeon-like area. Screw it. Let's go through the floor. Like I say first, let's go right. Some more dupli-ghosts. Get a first strike. And there's a red Magic Koopa. I think this is the one we never could tattle. So now we actually have our chance. Get rid of one of them, and then next turn we'll probably tattle it. Unfortunately, it can increase the enemy's attack power. The red Magic Koopa. HP 11, attack 3, defense 0. Same as all the others. So obviously, we want to get rid of him now. But I guess we could also do that. Making them fall asleep is a good idea. That way we can finish off both of them. Because if you remember, there's no enemies left, the Magic Koopas will just run away. Get the hammer on their faces, and then do a hit bonk, and they're done for. Get a lot of hearts because of that badge we had on. And Goodbye thinks reflections are... We got a shooting star item, so that's cool. And yeah, that's... Actually, to be fair, Goodbye got into the theme of this temple dungeon place. Calling it literally everything except the palace. But yeah, Goombaru got into the theme of this. Very symmetrical, and there's a lot of interesting puzzles based on that. Honestly, thinking about it, there hasn't been that many, like, interesting puzzles as of maybe the volcano since, like, Chapter 2. Obviously, like the rest of this game, it's not the most challenging thing. It's just kind of interesting and cool, and it makes you think at points. And they do some cool stuff with the symmetrical theme. I jumped right over that bat. That's cool. Okay, now let's head back to the red door so we can unlock that. I never got a key? What? This is when I got really confused. But then I remembered what I did wrong. Okay, so now we have to walk all the way back around. Because that's probably the one main actually confusing part of this place. Because we did something in one area, something else is found in another. That red X is gone because we hit the thing and we got to the lower level on that one side, so the other side did the same. We have Bombette, let's use her. Okay. And destroyed. Oh, come on, not more of this. So many Bombettes! If one of you explodes, we're all just gonna die, you know that, right? Yes, I'll definitely know soon enough. Okay, Bombette, I won't. That does sound kind of like Bombette. Okay, if you say so. So do I. Okay, so I think you can figure out what's wrong here. So all the fake Bombettes have a text quirk, basically. They have something weird added to their punctuation. One of them has stars, one of them had hearts. This one has way too many exclamation points. And this one has constant pauses and ... So now we have the real one left. Thank you for telling me this, Bombette. Hooray! Bombette is happy. That means we don't have to die today. Teehee. So now we have the red key. And now we can unlock the red doors. The weirdest thing about all this is that when you unlock one door, it unlocks both doors. Not sure how that even works. Let's go through this door. Okay, so you see on the top, there's a statue of a clubber, and on the bottom is just a white clubber. The Crystal King, you say? Sounds dangerous. Guess the Crystal King is the leader of the Crystal Palace. You would assume that, wouldn't you? Okay, well now we have the Gray Magic Koopa. Or is what like it said, the Gray Magic Koopa. HP 11, attack 3, defense 0, you know. These Magic Koopas make their allies transparent. This is bad news. Which we want to make them fall asleep right now, before anything bad happens too late. As clubbers are pretty powerful. Oh, by the way, they can do multiple attacks like that. And now the clubber is invisible. We can't do anything right now. So let's take out bow and use out of sight to at least buy us another turn without getting hit. Fortunately, it's still invisible, so not a lot for us to do. Well, that hurt, but now we can hurt it back with a lot of damage. A couple more smacks for fun. Spin around and die like they always do. What that does is get rid of that statue. We want to get rid of all the enemies in this room so we can get past all those statues. Now here, I'm gonna try to get a first hit. This wasn't the best idea. All this means... well, you'll see. It didn't actually do anything. It just started the battle. And skipped text, I assume. We haven't used much of sushi lately. So why not? Let's use sushi for battle. Get rid of the Magic Koopa first of all. It's the White Maid's Magic Koopa, so obviously want to get rid of it as soon as possible. Let's use Shooting Star to get damage on all of them, actually. Unfortunately, I was really bad with my action commands, so that didn't work out so well. I changed my mind. I'm not sure why I changed my mind, but I did. Must have been because of FP. Because I think Sushi's normal attack only does 5. I could be wrong. But that's what I was thinking. There's another club to deal with. And you can see it. Just kind of see that there's a door behind that last statue. Which is why we need to get rid of all these enemies. This Crystal King will probably be pretty mad. We have another large group of enemies to deal with. So let's make things go quickly and use the other Shooting Star. And then we use the Fire Shell. And get rid of everyone. I like watching all the enemies just disappear at the same time. Got 11 star points. And the last statue should be destroyed. So now we can get through the other room. And what's past this door? There's this weird thing in the middle and some red switches. Now the switches make this revolving door revolve basically 180 degrees. Now what we're gonna do is use Bombette and stand on it so we can get to the other side. Gotten pretty far into this Crystal Palace, and there are more enemies ahead, so I think that's enough for now. Next time on Paper Mario, we'll finish the Crystal Palace and see if we can find this Crystal King. See you there.